Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. In the previous video, we learned about application layer protocol. Today we will see various services provided by internet, or you can say that web services. So these are the services that we will cover today, like video conferencing, e-shopping, e-banking, and many more. So let's start with the topic internet services. As the name suggests, the services offered with the help of internet are known as internet services. As simple as that. With the help of internet services, you can access huge amount of information like text, graphics, sound, and software over the internet. Some examples are e-commerce, e-governance, communication services, etc. Okay? Few example of websites or application through which you can get the services are e-commerce site like Amazon and Flipkart, through which you can purchase any item. E-governance site like india.gov.in, indiapost.gov.in, passportindia.gov.in. So, with the help of India Post, you can check whether my courier is reached or not. With the help of Passport India, you can apply for your passport and other services given by the governments. Next is communication application like Skype, WhatsApp. You all are doing various chatting with the help of WhatsApp. Your school and college also gives information with the help of WhatsApp platform. Okay. And last one is cloud computing services like tatacommunication.com. If you want to recharge your TV, then you can go to the particular site and you can recharge. Other than this, you can also take whatever the services provided by that website. I think it is very clear to you. Now, what are the main advantages of internet services? There are a lot of scope where you can find the advantage of internet services. Some are, it helps to easily share data. Okay, you have clicked a photo. Now you can share in your WhatsApp, Facebook, or any other platform. It helps in easy mapping through GPS. Nowadays, in every car or in every mobile, you have a GPS tracker or Google service known as Google Map. And with the help of that GPS, global positioning system, you can check where are you, and from the current location, wherever you want to go, you can search the path. Other than this, if you ordered some food on Zomato, now you can check with the help of Zomato app where the Zomato boy is reached. Okay? It helps to work from anywhere around the world due to easy access to data. Nowadays, in COVID pandemic, all are working from home. And this is possible through the internet services provided to you. Thus, it is very much beneficial. Other than this, various authorities gives you services like banking, healthcare, etc. Other than this, it also provides a learning platform. For example, I am providing you a lecture through YouTube, and you can access my content by accessing the YouTube with the help of internet. So now you have very much clear about what we are discussing here and the concept of services provided by the internet, or you can say that web. We already discussed what is web, what is web page, what is website. So I think it is very clear to you. Now, information retrieval. Information retrieval is the process of accessing information that is stored on the internet, or you can say that on a particular server. Okay, and with the help of internet, you are accessing the content that are stored on particular server. And if the process of exploring and retrieving the information from the internet, then basically you are doing net surfing. This is a very common phenomenon that I like net surfing. So basically you are accessing the information from the internet, whether it is for your knowledge or for entertainment. When your computer is connected to the internet, you are now ready to retrieve information. And to retrieve the information, you need a particular software that works like a client that sends a request from your computer to a particular server that this type of information we needed. And that software is known as web browser. There are many types of web browser available, either Opera, Internet Explorer. Okay. It is done usually by searching the required information in a search engine. For example, if you don't know about the site where the passport is to be applied. So it is very simple. Go to a particular search engine website, type your required information that you want, and click enter. You will get all the information related to that query. So I think it is very clear what is information retrieval. Now, we have to know about search engine. Again, as the name suggests, it is a website that provides the required data on specific topic. Okay, some search engines are Google, very famous, everybody is using. Bing, which is provided by Microsoft, and Yahoo. Okay, a user enter keywords, or you can say that a sentence that are treated as a keyword or key phrases. And based on that keywords, a list of web content is shown to you in the form of web page, a dynamic web page. It is created dynamically based on your query. Okay. So, some information regarding search engine is as follows. We already discussed what is search engine. Keywords are the word which we giving to the particular area in the search engine website. Query means a question that you arise or that you ask with the search engine that I need this type of information, this type of data. Please look into various server and provide me the information accordingly. Now, working of search engine. It is a very typical one. I am not going to discuss in detail. At the very basic, when a user searches for information, the search engine matches the keyword in query with data in the indexed. Okay? And then shows the most suitable of them in the search result. You heard about the metadata. Whenever anybody makes a web page, it creates some metadata in which keywords are entered while making that page. Okay. And based on that metadata, search engine make an indexing. And whenever a user searching that keyword in the search engine, they matches the keyword entered by the user with the indexing done by that search engine. And if matches, then that content is delivered or presented in front of the particular user who wanted. This indexing can be done by the search engine by the various mechanisms Some are spiders, crawlers, etc. So I think you have an idea how search engine works. As I already told you, I am also working to make a website for you all. I am giving you a simple idea about how indexing is done based on the web page created by the particular team, company, or individual. Okay, here you can see that. I'm going to give you the example. This is the page that I have created already. Or here you can see that on my local browser, here you can see that web browser are fetching the web page from local, because I have not uploaded my website on the internet, because it is not completed. Okay, so it will take time, don't bother. While opening, I'm going to show you the metadata. Here you can see that. Here you can see that meta name is equal to keyword. And based on these keyword provided by the web page creator, here I am giving content 10th computer, CBSE 10th, key elements of protocol, internet protocol, physical layer of TCP IP, network layer of TCP IP, and many more. Based on these keywords, search engine indexed my that page. And whenever any user entered or search for particular thing like introduction to protocol. So based on the indexing, if my web page is indexed in a higher position like index 1, index 2, index 3, then my web page will be shown to you in first page of search engine page. Okay, this is the idea where you search engine works, how to indexed each page, because there are a lot of content is available based on introduction to protocol, not only mine. So search engine created an indexing based on some algorithm. Okay, this is the page that I am preparing, okay, for my website. It's taking a lot of time. So moving further, Okay. Now, next. Finding people on the net. You have done this thing in Facebook, Instagram, and many more. There are various sites on the internet and search engine that help to find people on the internet. Social networking sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, dedicated website like pq.com, or by search engine like Google. Okay. Now, what is web services? More or less, this is the same thing like internet services, but here a web service is a software used to communicate between two devices on a network. As soon as my computer is connected to the internet, I am also on a network. So this is one end and server is another end. So the communication between the server and my laptop is done by the software, and that software is known as web service. Okay, clear? Now, online chat. You are doing in a daily manner, chatting by using various messengers, platforms, and other applications. So, chat or online chat refers to communication over the internet that allows a real-time transmission of multimedia messages from sender to receiver. It may be a text chat, audio chat, or video chat. It may be used for point-to-point communication or group chat. Whenever you call a group WhatsApp video call, then it is a group chat. Clear? Some popular chat applications are Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts, etc. Next one is email. I already discussed in the previous lectures. Still, I'm going to define. Electronic mail is a method of exchanging messages between people using electronic devices using internet. Okay, it was invented by Ray Tomlinson. Email is a message that may contain text, files, images, or other attachment sent through a network to a specified individual or group of individuals. Okay. It has following fields: to CC, BCC, subject and body. To is used to write the email ID of the recipient where you want to send that message. CC means carbon copy. It is used to send copy of the mail to the email ID mentioned. Okay. BCC. BCC stands for blind carbon copy or blank carbon copy. It is also used to send copy of the mail to the email mentioned, but people with respective email IDs cannot see that who else has received copies of this mail. Okay. If you want to send the mail secretly, you don't want to disclose the other members to know about, to the list of the recipient, then BCC is used. Subject, as the name suggests, it is used for the title of the mail, and body, here you can write your actual message. Next one is video conferencing. Video conferencing is a method in which a conference between two or more participants at different location is conducted. Okay, so it needs computer, fast internet connection, and web camera to transmit audio and video data. Various apps such as Skype, IMO, WhatsApp, etc. can be used for this purpose. Next one is e-banking. I hope your parents or you also are using the facility provided by the bank like internet banking or mobile banking. E-banking is an online service that provides the facility to the customer to make banking transactions from net banking account. Okay, rather than going to bank, you can visit the bank's website or use its mobile application. Then, using the login credentials, you can log in to the account and use the services provided by the bank. Next one is e-commerce. Electronic commerce is an online service which involves a range of activities such as creating a product, showcasing it online, and processing its sale. E-commerce is much larger than e-shopping. There are three main types of e-commerce: business to business, like Shopify. Okay. One company is dealing with another company. Business to business. Business to customer, like Amazon, Flipkart. Okay, there is a company, they are dealing with the customer directly. And next one is consumer to consumer, like OLX, where one consumer act as a seller and another consumer act as a buyer. Now, what is e-shopping? E-shopping is a form of e-commerce which allows consumers to buy goods or services from a seller over the internet. The payment is often made through e-banking, UPI, or cash on delivery. It enables customer to search for and buy a good rated product service from a large variety at less price. Okay. E-reservation. You are doing with the help of IRCTC app. You are booking your railway reservation. With the help of Redbus, you are booking your bus ticket. These all are possible because of the services provided by the internet. If internet is not there, you cannot do these things. So, e-reservation is an online service using which one can check for availability of seats in a bus, train, aircraft, and rooms in the hotels as well. And after that, book them in advance. Clear? Next one is e-governance. Now, every government of the country is responsible to give services to the citizen of that country. Nowadays, with the help of internet, government provides services to the particular citizen, businessman, or any group of individuals based on their requirement. It results in faster communication, better integration of data and services, quick feedback, live monitoring of process, and more accountable as well as responsible governance. A very beautiful example is now going on by the government of India is to vaccinate every citizen of India for COVID vaccine. And this is done beautifully with the help of internet. You are booking your slots with the help of internet at your home. And after that, going to the centers, take the vaccination. As soon as you are vaccinated, the information is available on your mobile that you are now vaccinated, and you can download the certificate. Through this, government also analyze how many citizens are vaccinated till now. They ask for the survey. Please give us a feedback about the center, vaccination center, about the application where you download the certificate, where you book your slots, how you feel, and based on that, they improve accordingly. Clear? E-groups. E-groups, also known as e-community, e-club, news group, and it is an online discussion forum on topics of similar interest, where users from around the world can create, post, read, comment on, and reply to such topics. Okay? It is also the primary feature in all the social networking sites. Okay, you can like or comment on a particular data that are shared by another person. Some examples are rcgroups.com, dieforum.com, etc. Next one is social networking. This is a very common thing that we all are using. These are dedicated websites and applications which are used by a user to interact with other users, like facebook.com, twitter.com, instagram.com. Twitter is also known as microblogging because of the length of the message that you can send at a time. It is the maximum of 140 characters. So that's all for today. Today we learned various services provided by the internet. In the next class, we will see mobile technologies in detail. I hope you understand these concepts, and next we will learn mobile technologies.